Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we did M.A. Valmorhen, a nation of dwarves, partly based on Dragon Age. They had a lot of heavy-duty armor, of course, siege engines. It's classic dwarf stuff, of course. They were pretty good, and we had a good game on the archipelago map due to having plentiful access to reasonable thrones. It's all good. We didn't get any wars whatsoever, so it's always easy. Let's roll up another one. Plenty more to do. 40. That is Asphodel. We have done Asphodel. 281. M.A. Silver League, Desert Academies. Okay. So it's another enraged eggplant nation. Based on the Academy faction from My Heroes of Might and Magic 5 and 7, with elements of 4. Some creative liberties had to be taken with the roster, and I really have no idea if I priced the units correctly. They are very unusual. Oh, great. All right. Sounds like we may be in for some OP shit. For a map. God. I could go in a lot of different directions here, really. Let's do the I guess I'm maybe tempted to do map based on Mara again. That's kind of good. But I guess... No, we're gonna do... We'll do Soapdrin. I think it's 209, yeah. And we got 6 for this one. It's a standard map. And I definitely remember the name of the nation we're playing right off the top of my head. No doubt in my mind. The Silver League Desert Academies. Okay. Wizards are proud seekers of knowledge and subjugators of the natural order. They prize knowledge and research above all, and their great weakness is their desire to seek for these things in places and in ways that might be best left unexplored. Intellectually competitive and sybaritic. Others often find them arrogant and supercilious. Wow. Most wizards feared the necromancers of House Eterna, so they started banishing anyone practicing necromancy. The necromancers made a rebellion and fled to Haresh. Since then, the 7 cities became known as the Silver League. So we have a race of humans, Kabirs, and Rakshasas. Magically imbued infantry, Rakshasas, magic birds, and sacred giants. Fire, air, water, earth, astral magic, weak priests, standard forts. This nation's either going to be really overpowered or really underpowered. I don't know if there's a middle ground here. Rakshasa Scout, Stealth 60, Wasteland Survival. Fine, fine. Kabir Master, 50 Leadership, Size 2, Fire Resist 15, Susceptible to Cold 3, Poison 10. Huh. Fear of the Flood. Great. Stealth 50. Yada yada. Sharif. Or Sheriff. I don't know. Sharif? I don't know. 50 Leadership, Fire Resist 3, Defense Organizer 1, Reduce Unrest 0.1. It's like, why even bother? Lord, 100 Leadership, Fire Resist 3, Wasteland Survival. Fine, fine, fine. All good. Rakshasa Rani, level 1 Holy, Wasteland Survival. Apprentice. Fire, Air, Water, Earth, Astral 1. Fire Resist 3. Maybe if it was 1 recruitment point, I could see it as a research monkey, but otherwise, hell no. I mean, it's dirt cheap, sure, but it's useless. Disciple. +2 to Fire, Air, Water, Earth, or Astral. Well, there you go. I mean, it's a big variety, but they're all useful for something. Not the best research. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, 9 for 145 is not bad. We'll probably look for something bigger, though, like the Wizard. No, that's 4 recruitment points. And it's old. I already don't like it. 3 Water, 2 Astral, and then Fire, Air, Earth. Well, you can do big water communions, sure, but you're going to have this other stuff gumming up the works. So, hard to say. I mean, a decent research value for the gold, but yeah, old plus 4 recruitment points equals Enchanter, cap only. Also old, also 4 recruitment points. Earth 3, Astral 2, Fire, Air, Water, Astral, 10% for another Earth. That's actually not terrible. 1 out of 10 will have 4 Earth. Problem is they're old and they're not sacred. They are Master Smiths, which is kind of nice when combining with the jumble of stuff there. But, yeah, I hate old people. Battle Mage, cap only. Also old, also 4 recruitment points. You're really just tying my balls up here. 120 leadership with the gold stars. Very high for a mage. With 90 magic leadership. 2 fire, 2 air. Fire, air twice. And then 10% for water, earth, or astral. Somewhat randomly, I suppose. So yeah, there's a good chance many of these will be 4 fire or 4 air, which is great. Combat caster is sort of pointless on a mage like this. You're not going to thug with him or anything like that. Although the fatigue not being doubled is kind of nice. 5 spellcasting encumbrance. But they're wearing magic robes by default, so I don't know. But I guess. Yeah, I mean, I would be tempted to just make these, to be honest, except for the fact that they're old and not sacred. None of these are sacred, and it really bothers me. So we're probably going to settle for disciples spamming and just make it work. Units. We have the Kabir. Size 2, 7 hit points. 6 protection, 12 defense. Fire resist, conceptual cold, poison resist. Growing flames. Okay, so it's a range 25, 10 precision. 4 armor piercing fire. And they're this cheap. Meaning that you could have hundreds and hundreds of these. Unfortunately, they are magic beings, which means that you are going to need one of these 4 recruitment points to handle them. Unless you take a lot of arcane command and you use this, but maybe. I doubt it. 4 armor piercing fire is not really that good, though. Like, for that to average 1 damage, they have to have, like, 8 protection or less. You know? So it's just not that hot. Sword Sage. Pretty average stats across the board, but they do have 13 protection, 12 defense with a parry 4 shield, and a 17 damage scimitar. They're honestly not bad. But I think it's auto count, or maybe it's not. I mean, maybe he doesn't auto, but he probably based it on something. I think it's fine. I think it's probably above average for like a medium infantry like that. Blade Mage. Bit pricier. A lot of it's still the same. 11 MR, 11 morale, 13 protection again, 13 defense with a parry 4 shield. Be an enchanted scimitar, 13 attacks, 17 slashing magical damage. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I'd say like you could have this as your front line pretty reliably. But there's going to be better, I feel. Rakshasa Skirmisher. 20 hit points, 10 protection only, 2 on the head. 14 defense with a parry 4 shield, 12 MR, 13 morale. Skirmisher. With a javelin for 17 and a spear for 19. 12 attack. Well, only 7 resources on these. So if you wanted to take like Sloth 1 or something, it's not a bad frontline unit either. The javelin's nice, the damage on the spear is nice, you get 12 attack, which is pretty decent. Protection's a little low, but not that bad, and they have 20 hit points as well, and the shield. It's pretty good too. Arcane Eagle. One resource cost. 7 hit points, 0 protection, 12 defense, 14 MR, 12 morale. Ethereal Flyer. With Spirit Sight. Magic Power 1, Storm Immunity. They have a 6 damage Spirit Strike. Armor Piercing, but it maxes at 1 point of damage. But it does stun if it does any damage. It's not terrible, I guess. And then a 9 piercing talon attack. I don't know. I mean, the ethereal's nice. They also are iron vulnerable 3, which means basically if anything does connect with them. Well, if anything, that's really irrelevant. They have 7 hit points and 0 protection. If anything connects with them, they're dead. So it's basically like the 12 defense and the 75% from ethereal. The problem... I mean, yeah, you could have hundreds. If you take Order 3 or something, you could have hundreds of these things. I don't know, maybe. Rakshasa Kashatra. Similar to the other one, 20 hit points, 10 protection on the body, 13 defense, no shield though, with 2 enchanted scimitars. 15 attack each, 22 slashing magic damage. That is a fucking pizza cutter. I hesitate to say they're awesome, but if they can get some buffs on them, they're pretty damn nice. Simurg. Cap only. This is the big bird. 37 hit points, still 0 protection, 12 defense, 14 MR, 13 morale. They have Awe 1. Still ethereal flyers. Still iron vulnerability, vulnerability assault. Still spirit form. Spirit side, magic power, storm immunity. 12 damage spirit strike for the stun. And 15 piercing talons. So you're going to get way less of these compared to the other birds. Well, there's 2 things here then. Well, there's 3 things. There's the more health. They have like 5 times more health. They have Awe 1, which is not to be underestimated. And then really they have a much higher damage on the talons and a much higher chance of stunning. The downside, of course, is that they're just, yeah, much pricier. 50 gold each. You're not going to be cranking out dozens upon dozens of these, at least in the early game. In the later game, I suppose, if I'm rolling in lots of cash, and we could crank out like 20 a turn for $1,000 or something. Maybe, but that is pretty pricey. Lesser Genie, even pricier at 65 gold. 19 hit points, 1 protection, 10 defense, 14 MR, 12 morale, shock resist 5, ethereal flyer with iron vulnerability, salt vulnerability, blah, 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 all the same stuff. A 9 damage fist attack, But here's the real beauty. Range 100, precision 100, paralyze, plus psychic damage. So he copied the Illithids here, and we know how much we like those. Pricey as hell. But if we go for it, yeah, these things are quite phenomenal, and they're ethereal. The flight is pointless. You're never going to have these fly in anywhere. But yeah, that is very tempting. Thunder Giant, cap only. 67 hit points, size 9 tramplers with 19 protection. 15 MR, 50 morale, slash and pierce resist. Shock 5, poison 25. Mindless, blind. The real fucking kicker, though, they never heal. If I'm throwing 170 gold on something, it better heal. Oh, they do heal at labs. Yes, they will heal at labs. It's tough for me to remember that fact. But they also have a 21 damage Thunder Fist with extra 10 armor negating shock damage. Yeah, I mean, by all rights, these things are very, very beastly. Pricey, though. 170 gold for each. That's more than my disciples cost. My mage will cost every turn. But we are going to be saving money by having cheap mages. So maybe. I'm just worried about that never heal. And then War Giant. Cap only, sacred. Oh, here we go. 70 hit points. Size 9 trampler. 20 protection. 15 MR, 50 morale with slash pierce resist, shock 5, poison 25, blind, 22 damage Thunder Fist with 10 armor negating shock, and can throw stellar bolts. Range 55, 24 armor negating. MR check for half. For half. It's still 12 armor negating. And they can have unlimited ammo. Range 55. Okay, these things are ridiculous. Now, yeah, you say, but they never heal. Yes, but they're sacred. Which means that we can get reconstruction on them. And we solve all our problems. Yeah, I think really just, honestly, reconstruction plus, like, 2 or 3 reinvigoration. And these things are crazy good. I also should note that Stellar Bolt scales off strength completely. Their strength is 24, the damage is 24. So if we crank up their strength, this will do like 28 armor negating damage. And then once they get into melee, they trample as size 9 guys. So I think, yeah, we're looking at just Earth Nature all across the board. Which means we get to take a monster. So this will be a pretty easy game. Yeah, things were a little okay, iffy in the mid-range until we hit this thing. And then it's like, well, that's it. Now, they are Holy 2. They cost 2 Holy Points each. But with 210 gold cost, that's never going to be a problem. We're going to get, like, 1 or maybe 2 of these out a turn anyways. The resource being 70 means that, yeah, I don't think we really need much. I don't think I'll even take any productivity. Maybe even Sloth 1. You'll never have a capital really get you less than a few hundred resources once you complete the circle. Or, you know, somewhere in that range. So, honestly, I'm not worried about resources. We need Order 3, though, and, well, we're not going to get Order 3, because we're going to take a... If we're going to take an... Oh, we don't actually get offered an Earth Nature monster. That sucks. Well, okay, so we could take the Illahot of Might, I suppose. It costs 240. It gives us Water, Earth, Nature, and Order 1. Alternatively, we could take the Anunnaki of Growth and Rebirth. We could take the Wooden Colossus. Wooden Colossus would be pretty good. Or we could take the God Block. Unteleportable. If all we care about is the Bless. But I really wanted, like, something that could move. The Illahad of Might, though, like, it's not going to come online for a long time. We're not going to get... Like, yeah, I could take Shedu, but I have to buy into nature. I don't strictly have... The reason I was going to buy into nature mostly was for Enlarge, which we don't really need. So if I really wanted... the problem is you want a monster to have nature for regen purposes. 13 protection is kind of low. It's actually 12 protection. It's kind of low. Yeah, there isn't really a good option here then if we want... I mean, there's the Earth Serpent we could take, but yeah, we don't want to have to buy into a path if we can avoid it. I just don't think the Shedu is that awesome. It is a size 9 trampler. It would be enlarged, I think, right? If we take enlarge. But let's say we took... Awake. And we wanted enlarge. That's Earth 4, Nature 3 I'd have to go for. Let's say we did that and we took larger. What did I want? Oh yeah, I need reconstruction. So I need Earth 5 actually. But then bless points is the real kicker here. We wanted reconstruction, we wanted larger, and we wanted reinvigoration. Like, some amount of it. There's no way we're getting that on a monster. I don't think we're even getting that on... like, if we took the Anunnaki of Earth and Rebirth. No way. Larger's too expensive. So if we ignore that, we just want reconstruction, reinvigoration. We could skirt by with that as the bare minimum. Yeah, I think we need to take another path just to make this thing useful. So that would either be water to give it moss body, air to give it personal mist form. Would be the big two, I'd say. Air also gives us charge body, but that breaks personal mist form most of the time. So I guess I lean towards moss body because then we can also cast foul vapors. We're going to take Sloth 1, but then we have to get Order 2. Misfortune 1. Drain 1, even though I'm real iffy on that one. I guess that's it. It's questionable. It's riding a lot. We're giving up a lot just to have a Titan that I can go around with. It's just not a super good one. It does come with the deer and goat, but that's just like, I guess it's chaff. It might buy him a little bit of time. And he does have Spring Immortality, which is very nice for me because I have like, I'm not going to have any priests and this guy's definitely going to die. So I guess there's that. I'm iffy on taking Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Sure. We could go dormant and get a lot more out of it, but I think I'm going to struggle in the early game anyways, so... I don't know, it's questionable. And I'll look back on this video in like 3 years and be like, what was I thinking? So we did 6 players. I'm going to do 9 because I'm kind of confident, but I'm also not confident. But yeah, I can do foul vapors in like 8 years. Okay, well, we got a throne in the bowl of dust. I don't think we've ever started over here, so this is different. We're gonna make disciples until the cows come home. And then war giants. That's it. We got 1 war giant. For research, we need construction 1. Just to make something. The faster we can get that guy out there, the better. We need enchantment 2 for personal regen. And then... yeah, alteration 4. We didn't even look at spell. Like, how are we doing this every time now where we don't look at spells? I'm breaking my format. I just assumed there wasn't much. And there isn't much. No. Okay, and live in gold eidolons. 3 plus 1/2 for 5 air gems. Magic golems. 3 plus 1/2 for 6 astral pearls. Okay, any of these could be good. This is under enchantment. Elemental gargoyles, 10 plus 1/2 or 14. I feel like he often defaults to 1/2 on the scaling. It's always a bummer. Okay, that's it. There's just some summons under enchantment. Okay, we can get black steel plate, probably. Not quite. All right, we'll wait a turn. Mindless, non-mindless cannot be in the same squad. I gotta take... oh, you can't even lead magic beans. What? He started with 25 magic beans. What? Okay. Something like that, I guess. I don't know, man. It's gonna be weird, wild stuff. I gotta take this guy off already. There's one in the water there, that's good. And there's one here. Okay, things are coming together. Oh yeah, I set them on archers for some reason. $28 points of damage. Gain 5 points of fatigue from using exhaustion range weapon 5 times. And then what? He didn't hit anything those 5 times with 10 precision? I guess that's possible. Yeah, we lost. And he died? What? No, come on. He fucking died. On the route, they just butchered him? I guess, yeah. Barbarians or something rushing up and just cutting him down when he's trying to flee. He's not super fast. I don't know. I don't feel confident about heading out. Rough start, man. Yeah, I would have loved to have gotten I should have just taken a monster, but I should have just taken a monster in Reconstruction and just called it a day. I gave up in large anyways. Oh, I'm tempted to restart, but we'll give the Titan a try. He's got that 20 protection before buffs. It's pretty good. Just has very few spells. Personal regen, Breath of Winter. Fuck. Strength of Giants. Gas spells, I guess. Knit of Anger's right there. Okay. Well, he took it. That's good. It was quite weakened already, but he took it. You got alteration now. You can do not much. I guess you had it. All right. I don't know. Fire closest. Yeah. We'll put you here. I'm gonna have these guys on hold and attack. I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. Uh, 5 points of damage, 6 points of damage, 16 points of damage. Okay, so they actually made the MR check twice. Was their penetration? Oh yeah, I could have given them penetration +1. That's true, that would have been a damage buff. Maybe the Shedu was the right option. Fuck. Alright, well they got 3 kills. God. Ow. Yep, picked up a limp real fast. Often the problem with Titans. Okay. Iffy what we're doing here, man. I don't have complete confidence in any of this. Just get hit so hard. 40 kills there. How much of that was from the tramples, though? Still, it's coming together. Plan's coming together. I don't like the barbarians. I also don't like the heavy cav. But you got alteration 2 now. There's that. Personal stone skin. You never know. We're gonna take on barbarians. Let's see how we do with that. Nice. No problem. Once they get over that limp hurdle, you know, and they get their first limp, it's smooth sailing. Okay, nice. Nice. Yeah, it's coming together. Once we have like 80 of these things, oh boy. Just you wait. Okay, so let's see. Throne connections. Assuming that we can take this guy in the water, which we will. We've got 1, 2. We don't have a connection on it, but basically, this will be 1, and then this will be 1. So really, we just need to take this, which is a little iffy depending on if someone's down there, but we're gonna go there. Amazon Jade Maidens. Yeah, that's a little spicy, isn't it? But honestly, we just need this. We could work together, I suppose. We could. But I won't. I do have excess resources, but meh. That attack shreds, man. This is pure war giants now, and I only have 6 of them. We took that with 6. Because we just destroyed the heavy cab. That's crazy. Yeah, Breath of Winter, baby. What a slow process. I think they're routed, so it's all fine. Oh. My God, we're gonna rout at this rate. Kill him! Stop buffing yourself and kill that guy! What are you doing? Now you got routed, you stupid idiot! What the fuck? And then we lost Nam. Nam! I'm gonna go back. You're gonna take that. Odds are that this runs into something that's not us. But we'll see. Yeah, these guys suck at researching. I don't think there's nothing here. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I'll ever really be confident enough for a throne. Well, no, And what am I saying? I will be confident enough for a throne, but I'm just not sure. Maybe this one. Let's go for this one. For you, I think we can take this. Maybe we'll work together on the throne. We hit alteration 3. That's good. We got moss body now, baby. Also earth meld. But yeah, with moss body, it solves a lot of problems. Yep. Just wait till we get foul vapors. Which will be a while at this rate. Should get a second fort set up. Actually, Nam would be a good spot. Why don't you go take that? Wow, they actually popped Earth Moss Body. Wild. Anything's possible, though, I suppose. An arena battle. I love arena battles. Alright. I'm gonna just move you temporarily right here. God, they didn't even get to us. Jesus. Oh my lord. I mean, that was a pretty easy throne, but still. It's just gonna get more ridiculous. Okay. I'm gonna go take that with that. I'm gonna take this with this. And then we're gonna get a scout here to build a fort on this spot. Someone will come from underneath eventually. I didn't even need reconstruction, really. They're never going to get into melee. Just ridiculous. They are also poor amphibians, so I could take them in the water if I wanted. Okay, that's pretty appealing. I just need a couple rings of water breathing. I hate to bite off more than I need. Yeah, let's not waste too much time here. After Alteration 4, I think we would benefit from a little bit of evocation on our Pretender. But yeah, I really think just Foul Vapors is kind of the solution. The final solution. That's a little dark, I'm sorry. Struck Temple. Keep looking. And We will have to go construction 3 if we want. If we want to make the rings. I think you're just going to research for now, my friend. You've done mostly what you need to do. Look at that map move. Holy shit. Construct temple. Move. Construct lab. Attack. Actually, why am I having them this close? They range 55. Construct lab. We need more mages. Mages are shitty. Alright, throw number 2. Oh, that complicates things a little bit. Oh, that complicated things a little bit. There. We recovered. What do we lose on that one? 3 of them. Well, that was trickier. I forgot about the wyverns. But I think really they killed themselves or some. I'm not sure what happened. One barbarian didn't get a kill. It's all good. Lame. Construct fortress. Okay. You need to make disciples here. Probably a little questionable to hinge 2 of my throne plans on water ones. But there isn't actually any underground. And my next best bet would be to stomp up the Valador, or down to Valador. Which is not super ideal. We could start working that way, though. Insane. Skull mentor. Nice. There you go. Going pretty smooth. Had a little bit of a rocky start, but after that, smooth sailing, baby. Look at that. Get bucked. Construct temple. Yeah, alright. Research is going to come along. We do want to be friends with Nidavellir, if possible. Yeah, it's crazy. Frickin' crazy. Okay, well, so far looking... No, I'm gonna go for this one. We want to hug this western side. We're up to 260 a month. Good, good, good. And our upkeep's pretty low, because we're only making these things. And we don't have that many of them. So our upkeep is shockingly low. And we're making cheap mages. Nidabanger is our buddy. Yes! Easy clap. What? 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 No! Why? No! Oh, no! They sniped... No! They sniped the mage. So they all disintegrate because they're magic. Oh, that is an expensive... That was an expensive arrow. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. And I didn't... I should... Oh, man. That's why if I had backup mages, that wouldn't have happened. But I didn't. I cut it... Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm so not used to that. Alright, yeah, we really don't have... We'd have to make an old guy. We'd have to make a battle mage. And I'm really iffy about that. Because he's, like, pretty old. Yeah, he's pretty old, so I really don't like it. So I guess we'll just have a lord be our prophet and just bring along a few mages. But we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We can do this. I guess I could make one of the disciples the prophet. Since we all, yeah, I mean, why not? Why I don't need a lord. We're not leading anything but magic creatures. We'll put all our eggs in one basket. Getting there. As long as he doesn't take this, and as long as no one takes this, we're A-okay. And we're just building up our collection of giants. Oh yeah, these are all cross paths. Yeah. Astral air cross paths. Really? Is this correct? Hold on. So, 2 air, 1 astral. 2 astral, 1 air. As far as I can tell, you have like a 10% chance of getting that on your battle mage. This one is 2 earth, 2 astral, which is much more readily available. So that one's a lot easier. And that one was what? Elemental gargoyles. They can fly, they're difficult to destroy, can channel different elemental energies. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any earth gems. But sure. We're slowly trying to accumulate more holy points, but easier said than done. Yeah, I think we may have to give up on our Valador dreams. But Foul Vapor Dreams is going to go. Just, can we clarify you can cast Foul Vapors underwater? Yes, you can. Lost Pantocrator's bounty there. Damn. We can now get a new prophet. I guess we'll pick Bone. The first one on the list. And now we're gonna get Construction 3, blah, blah, blah. Down Conjuration. I think specifically for like School of Sharks, or we could go. We'd have to go 6 for Shark Attack. I don't have much water anyways, so I don't know. Probably just more evocation. Okay, we have 37 of them. That's pretty solid. And Divine Blessing first. And then buff yourself at the very least. I don't want that happening again. We're also going to bring along extra mages. But everyone that comes along is going to have to make... They're going to have Ring of Water breathing. No, I don't have any water gems. There you go. Construct temple. We're getting there. Oh, we also could make extra stuff for our pretender, who's going to try to take one on her own. Like a shield of some kind. Like a black steel kite shield. And a helm of some kind, like a crown of lead or something. Maybe that. And we need some sort of miscellaneous item. Like, I don't know, really. I could give you temporary fire gems, but you're not a fire mage, so that's not really that useful. We could get... Eye of Aiming. There's that. I think Bracers of Protection or Lodestone Amulet might be all we got. So I guess we're doing Lodestone Amulet. Okay. Alright. Well, we have to pick one to send them. Let's go there. And then we need to bring along some dudes. I don't know if it really matters. I guess ideally maybe air would be good for like True Shot. But it's meh, I don't know. Probably we want water mages to be water. I don't know, we'll just bring along these. It'll be fine. Oh, we also have a few more. Fast, True Shot. Yeah, it annoys me that there's not, missile range plus 50%. I don't know if it counts for that, nor would we probably want it. Or need it. But yeah, I guess True Shot, even though it's going to affect like one at a time. It's sort of pointless. And then for you, I don't know if it matters, really. Cast spells. Should be a nice bloodbath, I would imagine. Alright, I'm gonna give you nature gems. Don't waste them. Fuck! I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm gonna give you 10 nature gems. And you're going to cast here. I don't know if my deer and shit is gonna come out first. We could cast Strength of Gaia first, because that'll give us the +1 nature magic and regen and combined into one. Then you're gonna cast Foul Vapors. Then you're gonna cast Temper Flesh, Moss Body, Personal Iron Skin. And then you're gonna cast spells. Now, they are fast underwater, and I do have my concerns about that. Maybe we should start with Foul Vapors, but getting regen on immediately is pretty valuable. Alright, let's see how it goes in the water with the army. Okay, they cannot fire their weapon underwater. That's not a positive, but it's not the end of the world. Look at how easy this is going to be. We're going to stomp everything. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You set it to conservative. Jeez. Okay, yeah, let's see. Probably didn't need to cast Foul Vapors, but I want to see the timing on it. Questionable. A little questionable, but maybe. Lake Vastness. Get to it, boys. Boom. Simple as that. They're unstoppable. That was a throne, by the way. I don't know if you're aware of that, but that was a throne. Oh, Atlantean Militia and Shambler. Probably Mine Lords, though. So I'm glad we stacked up MR as much as I could. Alright. 4th throne. Let's see it. Also, we have an insane amount of money. We found the Island of Floating Stone. We claimed the Throne of Law. And we did a little battle in the Dark Blue Sea. Yeah, easy clap. I don't even know if there was a Mine Lord, to be honest. That was a really easy throne. No, it was 2 Azure Initiates. Level 1 mages. Wow. Water thrones, man. They're easy as shit. Alright, just wait there for a moment. This game is over, my friends. So over. There you have it. Wow. Pretty simple stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a bummer because I think, like, say you just removed the War Giant from the roster. It didn't exist, for example. And your only sacreds were, well, I guess, like, this would be your only sacred. I don't know. Like, just, you know, hey, I mean, Mechon and Phlegra and stuff, they don't really have sacreds. So say you just removed the War Giant entirely, and this was your biggest unit. Like, this thing's not bad. It might be too pricey. I'm not sure. It probably is because of the never heal thing. That just really makes me squeamish. I mean, yes, they heal at labs. I get it. But still. So I think if you removed the never heal or lowered the price, I think these are, well, I hesitate to call them balanced because they are pretty ridiculous still. 19 protection, 67 hit points with slash and pierce resist is pretty strong, and they trample at size 9. Like, they're really good, but yeah, they're more balanced than this fucking thing. This is ridiculous. This should be holy 3, maybe. I don't know. It needs definitely more balance than it has. Because the problem is, like, if I didn't have the War Giant, it's like, okay, the Thunder Giants are good, but I don't think I can rely on them exclusively. And so you'd be kind of encouraged to use more of the rest of the roster. Like, we'd have Blade Mages as a front line that's, like, kind of balanced and, you know, decent. We'd maybe use some of the birds, like the bird strat, or the genies with the Mind Blasts. You know, it's like, we'd maybe diversify a bit, or we'd have to rely more on magic a bit more. This just overshadows everything. Like, this is ridiculously strong. And their poor amphibian, just so you can take any throne. Like, it's just, yeah, it's very good. Granted, if your one mage you have gets sniped, they all die instantly. That's true. Still. And then this, like, you know, this was not... I mean, this is a relatively below average Titan, I would say. But still, a Titan is a Titan. And having just a big, chonky spellcaster that can spit out foul vapors and stuff is always going to be pretty good. We didn't even need immortality. That's how good we are. Yeah, easy clap. I mean, we got reasonably lucky on thrones, I guess. In that these two are relatively close, and then there were two water ones relatively close. Because if I had to go for another throne at this point, we would have had to stomp down to Valador, but we still had a path to Valador. And we would have made it there if it wasn't for those meddling bear tribe warriors. Or horse tribe cavalries. If that one wasn't there, though, I guess we're really getting nitpicky here. But it would be a lot trickier after that. Like, everything else is all the way on the east side. It'd be a much longer game at that point. But it wasn't. It isn't. It's all good. Not his most balanced nation, but it was fun. That's a fun unit to just stomp stuff with. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.